Okay. Welcome to Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow on WDKX. I'm letting you know that education is in my DNA. Life has so many turns and curves and hills and valleys. And every day I try to celebrate each day as it comes. I want to celebrate it to the fullest. I want to engage with those who I love. I want to be able to let folks know I love them. I'm thinking of them. I'm praying for them. And my biggest goal is to do that on a daily basis. Back in 2021, December of 2021, I was diagnosed the second time with breast cancer. As a result of that, I did have a journey I had to go through. So this journey was unexpected. And as a mother, as a parent, as a person who definitely was fully engaged with my family, my daughters especially, it did knock me right straight into my stomach. I was devastated. I cried and I cried and I cried some more. In that month, I realized I had to tell people. Now, notice I said 2021. This was the second year of COVID 19 going on. People had basically shifted to not seeing each other face to face. The other thing that was going on was I was in education, and as an administrator, our school had to shift to remote learning, which resulted in so many crazy things going on. So, as I was having biopsies and ultrasounds and different testing, I still had to manage my work schedule and my family life. So, I said to the doctor, why I had genetic testing in 2018 and it showed no signs of any genes that would be an issue. And my breast surgeon said to me, they can only test for genes they know about. There are genes that they do not, meaning the scientists, the researchers, there are genes they don't know about. And I had this aha moment of, oh my God. So, as a result of getting all the testing done, I literally had to inform folks, but nobody was available to talk face to face. So, I had to schedule Zoom meetings with first my daughters. I did go to my mother's. We both had on our masks, and I was able to tell them about the situation. Was there silence? Yes. Were there tears? Yes. What's the prognosis? I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm going to listen to what the doctors say and I will move forward with, okay, God, you really must trust me. And this was my second time because the first time was in 2001. So my faith did not waver. My emotions were everywhere. And so there were questions on top of questions from family. And then I also had to inform my boss, my supervisor, as well as key coworkers who were part of my life on a daily basis. So I've always been transparent. I make every effort to be transparent with people. And the prognosis, I didn't know. And I kept saying that in my head and even as I was asked questions. So what resulted was a double mastectomy. And what I had to do was lean on family and friends and coworkers. Literally, I have talked about previous to today Several things parents should be aware of. And probably the biggest one is, who is your village? Who can you call on and you know they will be there? I had a friend who came and cooked dinner a few times. My daughters developed a meal train where people could sign up for what day they would bring me meals. I literally had past coworkers who were contributing to the meal train. I had family in other parts of the country and world who were literally sending me virtual DoorDash and Uber Eats and any of the other ones to me so that I could order. I had my daughters who were out of state come and stay with me for a week to give the daughter that lived in Rochester an opportunity to have a break. I had a sister who lived hundreds of miles away in this state who came and spent a week with me and literally cleaned my home. What else can I say? I had coworkers who literally gave me cash to give to a person who would come on a weekly basis to sanitize and clean my room. I knew I had a village, but I really got a real understanding of that village. I was a person in the village for others, and it was hard for me, and I'm smiling. It was hard for me to accept help from others. And literally, my daughters told me, Mom, say yes when you're asked. I was the person giving rides. I was the person who was running to get the medication from the drugstore. I was the person who would go to the store to get grocery items for friends who were ill. And so now the table was turned. And I do have to say that I did get through that journey. I did have the chemotherapy, I did have the radiation. I was diagnosed with stage 2, and I heard words that were very positive from my village. And what I'm encouraging you as parents to do is develop that village, number one. Number two, be a member of the village for someone else and understand the importance of connection, passion, empathy, and love for others. Yes, I'm a woman of faith. I talk about that all the time. And what I realized is I had to put some positive words, and I also had to write some scriptures on a 3x5 card and put it on my door so that I would see it and I would be encouraged and I would smile when I would see it. Why are we like that? We need encouragement from others. We're human, we are not animals. And we need to be able to connect and make a difference, not just in the lives of those we know and love, but sometimes a random act of kindness to a stranger can also be a positive thing for you. My journey was a hard one. It was There were some challenges with my first breast surgeon doctor, and I had to request another doctor. You have control over who takes care of you. And the second doctor I had literally was the same doctor my mother had in 2017 when she developed breast cancer. Hers was stage 4, and she's still here. Mine was stage 2, and I am cancer free, and I'm still here. So, what can I say to you, especially females, the mothers that are listening to me? Listen to your body. If you have a spouse, let him know, okay? Take time to rest and unplug from all things related to technology. Do what's best for your emotional well being. Do, number three, do self examinations. It does help with early detection. What I had was a burning sensation on my right side, my right breast, and it wouldn't go away. And immediately they called me in. And the fourth thing I would recommend is that you research anything related to your health, but only on credible websites or credible sources, meaning you don't want the folks that haven't done the work to come to the conclusion about what's best based upon your condition. Listen more than you talk, take notes, and sometimes record what's being said to you so you can go back and you can do the research. My journey was unexpected. No one looks for a disease or illness to come upon them. But what we can do is definitely seek the professional help of a medical team. Do that for yourselves and do that for those you love. I'm Dr. Gloria Morgan. This has been Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow with the WDKX platform. Question: when is the last time you did a self examination of your breasts?